Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 5, Episode 10. Look how quiet this car is. That's pretty quiet. Anyway, it is Monday morning, and we are just leaving home. We are heading to the office, unfortunately, and we do have some stuff we need to get done there, so we will get on it. Today's going to be an on and off day, as most Mondays are. We're going to go to the office to leave for lunchtime, and we'll play then. And then we'll leave again at the end of the day, play again. Yesterday was a good day. There were a few scares throughout the day. Early on, there were some rough patches there. And then at the very, very end, there was a rough patch there, and it looked like we were going to finish the day below our milestone, but it all worked out. Let me see here. I wanted to talk a little bit about silver and what's been going on with silver this morning. Silver hit 85 for the first time ever. It closed at like $79.91 on Friday, and it's opening at 85 as of right now. So pretty big moves. It's going to continue to make moves like that, in my opinion. Again, I'm not advising you about what to do, but I think it has a long way to run. We'll make quite a bit of money this morning on there. Hopefully it'll hold. We'd like to see it zoom way past 100, but I was thinking about what can the U.S. do at this point to prevent the price from going up, because you can't print silver. There's nothing you can do. If people want delivery of the silver, you have to deliver it. And when there's over $8 billion or 8 billion ounces that have been promised to people that don't exist, that silver has to come from somewhere. JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, all these companies have sold options for over 8 billion ounces, which is like 11 years of the world's not supply, but the world's production. So where are they going to get this? So this is where a lot of these big numbers come from. In order to get the regular guy like me and you to sell our silver, what price does it have to be at? Well, a lot of people sold at 50 and 60 and 70, and a lot of people are going to sell at 100. But to get 8 billion ounces, that's where the price is going to be estimated between 300 and 400. And I agree with that. Now, one thing you can do to limit that would be, since you can't get more production, because most silver is a byproduct of other production, which is like you're mining for copper, you're mining for gold, and you find some silver, and then that's where that silver comes from. That's most of the silver is found that way, something like 60% of it. So you can't add production, or you can't bring up new mines online. It would take years to bring those online. So why would you mine more copper if you don't need the copper, right? So the other thing that you can do is strengthen the dollar. Well, how are you going to strengthen the dollar? The dollar's been weakening and weakening as you have countries in the east, from Saudi Arabia to China to all the way north to Russia, are trying to get off the dollar standard and produce their own standards, whether it's the BRICS or this unit that they're doing now. They're trying to get away from the dollar. When you have less people using the dollar, it's not as strong, and there's less demand for it, so it weakens further. So one way around that would be, well, right now, we control a country called Venezuela, and Venezuela's money is the bolivar, which is pretty much worthless. In fact, I've got bolivars from 1 bolivar up to 100,000 bolivars in mint condition, brand new, never been folded, at my house. And I bought it to show the kids, to teach the kids about inflation and what happens with socialism, what happens when you overprint money, which we've been doing in the United States for a long time. This is what happens. It weakens that currency. Well, if that currency is pretty much dead, and we need people to use dollars, and we control that country, doesn't it make sense to replace their money with the dollar, put them on the dollar standard? And that would be a huge country using the dollar, and that would turn things around and strengthen the dollar. That would slow down maybe the increase in silver prices, but I don't think you can stop it at this point because there is such a shortage. But I thought that would be a good idea if they did something like that. That country needs new currency anyway. So anyway, we are on our way to the office, have a few meetings today, and I'll come back and update you real soon. All right, guys, I am back about 10:20 a.m. and we are just heading out. Got caught up on everything, and obviously I work on weekends too and get my work done, and that way when I come in Monday and Tuesday, everything is pretty much in order, and I just have to catch up on a few things, but everything looks good. The issue I was having supposedly is solved with ServiceNow, so I got a message that, oh, I figured out what it was, but then no answer after that. So hopefully by the time I get back, that'll be resolved and I can finish my work on that and I'll be caught up. So everything's looking good. Right now it's 35 degrees. We are just heading out. We're going to go play some slots. We are going to have some lunch, and then we'll be back to the office to get some work done. So yeah, that's what's going on right now, and I'll be back to update you soon. All right, guys, I am back, and it was okay. It was nothing special, but it was okay. I hung around between minus 50 and plus 50 most of the time. I was able to get some food while I was in there. Got my usual triple cheeseburger, no bun, no fries, and waitress saw me, and she's a nice lady. And she's like, you're not eating the fries anymore? And I'm like, no, I've been on the diet and all that, and I'm getting back on the diet now. And she's like, they got good fries now. She said, if you, next time, if you get it, just get the fries on the side and I'll eat them. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm happy with that. She's a nice lady. She's got everybody's favorite drinks memorized, and she's so smart. She knows exactly where to go, where all the jackpots are, and as soon as you win a jackpot, she'll bring you your favorite drink. She knows like everybody and everything. And this lady was a teacher, quit teaching to waitress because she could make more money waitressing. So anyway, I said, okay, no problem. I'll try to remember to do that. But overall, was pretty quiet in there. Not a lot going on. I was able to get to pretty much every machine I wanted to get to, and I ended my session ahead. $166. While I was in there, one of the slot techs told me about another casino I've never even heard of that's supposedly only a few hours away. I think it's a small time casino. I don't know if it has any beatable slots or not, but I took notes on it, and I'll check it out online. I doubt that it's going to be anything major. She says she likes to go there because there's one jackpot that's at $400,000, and she'll drive a couple hours just to play that one, hoping to hit the 400,000. So I didn't want to break her heart and tell her what the odds probably were on that, but we're cool. So all right, now we're going to head back to the office, and I'll be back to update you soon. All right, guys, I am back. It is now 3:20 p.m. and just leaving the office, heading back to the casino. I actually had a small opportunity to make a little money online today. Took advantage of that, made about $55. So whatever, I probably won't add that till the end of the month. I try not to, put every little thing on my spreadsheet, little things like that where it's 50 here and 50 there. I usually wait till the end of the month and take screenshots of it, and the money going into the bank account, coming out of the credit card, all that kind of stuff. And that works out pretty well for me. Let me see what else. I had our team meeting, and one of the things in the team meeting was, there's all these old incidents that we need to look at. Let's look at it at our Friday meeting. And I'm like, Friday I'm usually traveling, and I don't want to do that. So I took the responsibility to close as many as possible so that we have the least amount to talk about on Friday. I got more than half of them closed right now, and I'll look at more of them tomorrow when I'm in the office and try to get as many of them closed out as possible so we have the least to go over in our meeting on Friday. Let me see what else is going on. Silver, I don't know if you saw or not, hit 86 today. I made about, 6,000 off that today, and hopefully it just continues to go up, because everything that's going on right now, I'm telling you, it makes no sense and it looks like one of these silver ETFs may be getting shut down because they don't have the silver to back up their promises. So they say that they have it. You remember when I first got into these options, I said there's one of them I didn't want to get into because they said they had physical silver, but rumors are that they may not actually have the silver they say they have. So I wanted to stay away from that one. And even though they said they had it in the warehouses, I stayed away from that one and got into a different one. And this one is 100% verified, the one that I got into. So the one I got into is going up, thankfully, while the other one probably is going to go pretty much to nothing. I wonder if I can look it up. I think I remember. I think the symbol was SLVR, maybe? No. SLV? Yeah, SLV. Let's see, SLV. It's still up today, but supposedly they don't have all the silver they say they do, and if they can't account for it, then they may be shut down. But all right, guys, heading back to the casino. 42 degrees, sunny outside, dry roads, beautiful weather, and hopefully I'll come back and give you some good news. All right, guys, I am back, and I saw more advantage players than I saw machines that were in position. So not really much happening there. Walked around for a good 40 minutes, but only found a couple tiny plays, and played those through and ended the session ahead only $28, so plus $28 more. And right now I'm going to head toward home, and tonight I have a lot of work to do. All of a sudden my director just sent me a message and said, hey, can we get this done? And I'm like, yeah, I told you in the meeting that we were waiting for emails. And right after the meeting, I sent an email to the person I was waiting for information from, and he sent everything to me all at the same time and copied the director. So now I got to do the work now. So I've been waiting for this for weeks, but now all of a sudden I get it tonight. So we're gonna do that. Okay, hold on 1 second here. All right, so anyway, yeah, I'll be working on that stuff. They just said you could take your time. It doesn't have to be tonight, but I might as well. It's only going to take me an hour or so to do it. So I'll get that out of the way, and then tomorrow will be another light day. We'll be able to get out and try to make some money again as well. And yeah, we can do our segments real quick. What did you eat today, MW? Today I had a triple cheese, no fries, and I'm a little sad. I'm sad that I'm back on my diet. But what are you going to do? You got to stay healthy. I did gain a lot of weight back during the holidays. So hopefully in the next week or two, I can get most of that off and then start working on improving from there. So the triple cheese was pretty good. I would give it a 9 on a scale of 2 through 8. I'm already sick of it, and today's my first day back on the diet. So, and what did you tip today, MW? Today I had 2 sessions of slots and made a little tiny bit of money, but I tipped $0. And what did you learn today, MW? Well, today was all about getting back with the team and all these different things that they're into and stuff like that. And today I learned that they're kind of into some of the stuff that I'm into as far as AI and stuff like that, but that was kind of to be expected. And I got to be careful because I got to watch what I say around them. They're into podcasts, they're into AI, and I don't want, some of the stuff that I say on here to be recommended to them, there. So, and plus I talk a lot about statistics and things like that, and I don't want them to get any ideas. So I'm going to cut out talking about stock market, silver, any kind of gambling stuff at all. I'm going to cut that completely out. And hopefully they haven't already found the podcast. And if they have, I'm still doing my job. I'm just didn't tell you I had it. So anyway, for now, I'm going to let you go. We'll catch up tomorrow. If you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com, mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.